Hello everyone, today I'm going to show you how you can create your own Etsy banner with Canva. I believe all of you already know what Canva is, but for those who doesn't know, Canva basically is a platform that are going to help you create and design stuff for free. You can create things such as presentations, social media feeds, and even printable products. But for now, we're just going to learn how to create Etsy banners. To create our banners, we can go ahead and click create a design on the top right side of our Canva. And as you can see on the drop down menu, you can see a lot of templates of design that you can create, whether it's for your document, Instagram, etc. But for your Etsy banner, I recommend you to use the sizing that I'm going to input, which is 3360, and the height is going to be 840. And here is the base for our Etsy banner. As you can see on the left side of your Canva, you can see a lot of suggestions of templates that you can use, and I'm going to click on one of them. As in, you can see this pop up just shows because the design that I chose apparently are the pro one. You can distinguish the free template from the pro template by looking at the crown symbols on the bottom right of each design. Now you can take a look around at the design and you can choose which design you would like to use as your base. For example, I'm going to choose one design that are free, and then I am going to create my banner based on that design. As you can see, this template actually consists of several elements alongside with wordings, and each purple rectangles means that there are elements that I can move around, or I can customize, or I can change sizes, etc. After I choose a template design, I can also see other references. If I like the templates that I'm using right now, the Canva are going to give me another selections of templates that are similar to the one that I'm using right now. And here, as you can see, I am playing around to see how many elements are in this template. I can definitely play around with them. And because I don't really like the one that I was choosing in the first place, I'm just going to scroll around some more and choose some background that I feel are going to represent my shops on Etsy. And this is the design that I feel like represent my shop the most. I'm going to go ahead and use this as my banner templates basic design. As you can see, this basic designs looks quite simple, but it actually has a lot of elements that I can play around with. Again, if you would like to customize an element, you can just go ahead and click it and then wait until a purple rectangle is around it, and then you will know that you can customize it. Over here, I'm clicking on the circle below the templates to tilt it around. And as for this one, if you would like to resize your templates, you can just go ahead and click on one of the tiny dots on the very edge of the rectangles, and then you can drag it inward to make the size smaller, or you can drag it outward to make the size bigger. It doesn't matter which dot on which side of the rectangles you are pulling or pushing towards, it's going to resize it the exact same way as the other dots. Now, if you don't like the elements that the base already gives to you, you can go ahead and click on the trash can icon on the pop-up menu on top of each element, and it's going to delete it right away. I don't really like the middle one, so I'm just going to go ahead and delete it. And for now, I'm just going to play around with the other element until my heart content. Now you can also add some more element. For example, I would like to add pictures of my product into my banners. And to do that, I can just go ahead and click on the element menu and then type out frame. And here you can see a selections, shapes of frame that you can put your pictures into. There are a lot of shape that you can choose from, but today I'm just going to choose a circle as my frame. To insert an element, I can just go ahead and click on the desired shape that I want. As for now, I am choosing circle, and I'm going to resize it by clicking on the tiny dots at the very edge of my rectangles. And I'm going to size it to be as big as my banner. And I am going to insert several pictures. And instead of repeating the step from scratch, I'm just going to go ahead and click Ctrl C for copying the frame. And then I'm going to click Ctrl V to paste it so that I will have the exact same element with the exact same size without having to do the step from the scratch multiple times. All right, I have created another frame and now I'm going to input my pictures. So to upload your pictures to Canva, you can go ahead and click on the uploads menu on the left side of your Canva menu, and you can actually upload your pictures, whether it's from OneDrive or from your Facebook or Instagram. You can also upload your videos and also your audios, or you can record yourself straight from your device. But for now, I'm just going to go ahead and upload my pictures from my desktop. Now to insert every pictures to your frame, you can just go ahead and click the pictures you want to input to your banners, and then you can drag it to each frame. After you inserted all of the pictures you like to put into your banners, you can go ahead and play around with the pictures. And to resize your pictures or to play around with it, you can just go ahead and double tap on the pictures you would like to change. And as you can see in Canva, you can play around with the filters or you can give it effect. You can also play around with the intensity of your pictures or the brightness, etc. You can just edit it however you like. But for now, I'm just going to adjust my pictures, and to do that, I can just go ahead and double clicking on that pictures, and then I can drag it to position it to how I want it to be. I can also rotate my pictures with the rotation bar that are going to show up when you double click your pictures, and you can just drag around the circles in the middle of the bar to tilt your pictures according to how you like it to be. You can also enlarge or make your picture smaller to create a zoom in or zoom out effect by clicking on the tiny dots on the very edge of every purple rectangle, just like how you would like when you want to enlarge or make your elements smaller. After you're satisfied with your pictures and framing positions, you can go ahead and play around with it and put it on anywhere you want it to be on your banner. You can also play around with the background colors that the templates already gave you. For example, over here, I would like to adjust the color a little bit. So I'm playing around with the temperature, the tint, and everything. Or if you would like, you can go ahead and upload another pictures and use that pictures as your Etsy's banner background. After we're done with the background, now it's time for some wording. To add some text, you can go ahead and click on the text menu on the left side of your Canva menu, and over there you can see there are selections of text. You can choose the one from the templates or you can create from scratch. For now, I'm going to show you how you can create some wordings from the templates. To create a wording from the templates, you can go ahead and click on the wording templates that you feel are suitable to your shop. For example, I am clicking on these combinations of fonts, and to change it, I can just go ahead and double click on the fonts that I would like to change. For example, I would like the top fonts to be the name of my shop. Meanwhile, the bottom fonts are just going to be for my slogan. Again, to change that out, I can just go ahead and double click on the font that I would like to change, and then I can just go ahead and type out the slogan that I would like to put on my banner. Now, to create a text from scratch, you can just go ahead and click the Add a Text box, and then you can input whatever default text styles you like to put. For now, I am choosing the Add a Heading, and I'm going to go ahead and type the name of my shop. Since I don't like the default fonts, I'm going to go ahead and change it by clicking on the font menu, and then I can just go ahead and type out the kind of font that I would like to search. For example, if you would like some handwriting fonts, you can go ahead and click handwritings on the search bar, and Canva are going to give you selections of handwriting like fonts. Or if you like cursive, you can go ahead and type out cursive, and then you will see a selection of cursive fonts that you can use as your Etsy's banners font. But I already have some fonts combination that I like because I searched for it beforehand. So I'm going to type out the exact name of the font and use that instead. After you create your text box and change the font, you can go ahead and move them around by clicking on this symbol right here, and then you can just drag it to wherever you would like to place it. The top menu of your Canva, you can also see there is this a lattice with multiple color under it. That is the menu that you can use to change your font color. And as you can see, the font color sections actually shows the color theme that are currently on our Etsy's banner. For example, the majority of the color that I have on my banners are pink and brown. So I can go ahead and click on those colors if I would like to make my wordings with the same color or with the same theme with the other things that I have on my banner. Or if I don't like it, I can just go ahead and customize a new color and choose it from the color selection. Now I want my words to have white colors, but as you can see, it doesn't really pop out because my background color is quite light. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to create some kind of barrier between my wordings and also my background. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the element sections, and I'm going to try to find some rectangle shapes. When I'm searching for my elements, I can go ahead and create some filters. For example, I can define what color it is, what orientation it is, but for now, I'm just going to use the basic elements that I can find, and then I'm going to customize it from there. Now, after I use an element, Canva is going to read the color selection, so it's going to automatically match the colors of the basic element to my banners. And right here, I'm just going to go ahead and play with the transparency because I don't like it when the color is just solid like that. I just want to have a subtle divider between my wordings and my background. So yeah, I'm just going to make it a little bit more transparent than it originally is. And as you can see, when I am trying to adjust my element and my wording, a thin purple lines appear, and those lines are actually a very good guide. If you would like to see whether the elements or your wordings are in the center or not, those lines can help you do that. And here I'm just going to do the Control C and Control V again to duplicate the dividers, the brown dividers, and also I'm just going to add one more text box for my slogan. If you like to insert some small element like the one that I'm going to do right now, you can go ahead and slide on the zooming in bar on the bottom side of your Canva to zoom in into your banner so that you can see the details of the small elements you are trying to insert. And here I just want to insert some more tiny details such as heart shapes. And fun fact, you can also write inside of the element that you are putting without inputting any other text box. And here you can also group the element you would like to group by clicking on the element and then holding shift, and then click on the other elements you would like to group. And then after you click all the elements, you can go ahead and click on the group button on the pop-up menu that shows up. And what it does is that it's going to help you move around all the element at the same time instead of moving each elements one at a time. You can also change the layer positions of each element, and to do that, you can just go ahead and right click on the element you would like to change the layer positions on, and go ahead and click on layers, and you can click bring to front if you would like the elements to be at the very front of your banner, or you can click bring forward if you would like your layers to be just on top on the layer that are directly on top of it. Same goes to the backward ones. If you click on bring backward, it's just going to bring your element directly under the element it has behind it. But if you click on bring it to the back, you are going to put your element at the very end or at the very back of any other elements. You can see the example of what I was talking about with these white elements that I was adjusting. And I quite like how my banners are looking so far, but I feel like it's still missing something. So I'm just going to go ahead and add up some more elements. As for now, I'm going to try and search out for beats because as you can see, the Etsy shop that I have are actually a jewelry that are made of beads. So I'm just going to go ahead and click on the elements menu and types out beads, and then I'm just going to scroll around and see if I found something that I like. Sometimes in Canva, if you search out for some specific things, you can find a lot of paid elements, but don't worry, you can just keep scrolling around and find the one that are free. After scrolling for some while, I finally found a beads that are free and I think are suitable to my banner. And as you can see, when I click on the element, it actually gives me the color theme that I can customize. For example, I'm going to choose one of the color that are already there and I'm going to try and change it to another color. And as you can see, it's changed one of the beads on the beads bracelet that I have already chosen. But I like the original one, so I'm just going to go ahead and click Ctrl Z. And what it does is that it's going to undo the action that I just did. And for now, I'm just going to try and position it to make it fit better into my banner. Again, after I play around with the opacity and also the positions, instead of repeating everything from scratch, I am just going to go ahead and Control C and then Control V on the beats that I've already customized. And I'm going to go ahead and try to decorate my banner some more with that beats. And after I'm satisfied with how my decorative elements are, I'm going to go ahead and add the final touch to my banner, which is additional contact information. I'm going to put my website and also my Instagram on my banner. And to do that, you can just go ahead and click on the elements menu and then you can type out the Instagram icon and then you can just choose the Instagram icon you would like to put on your banner. And right here, as you can see, after I choose the desired icon that I want, I am customizing it and change the colors of the icon according to how I want it to be. And to do that, I can just go ahead and click on the icon and choose the color from the colorful rectangles that you can see on the top bar of your Canva. And I'm also going to add another slight barrier between my background and also my wording by copying the brown rectangle that I've already created at the very start of my video. And here you can see that I decided to change the Instagram icon because the first one are simply too thin and I don't think it's visible with the white color that I want it to be. And after I choose the icon and customize it once again, I am going to go ahead and add the wording. I decided to add the wording from scratch. I know I can just go ahead and copy it from the one that I already made, but I don't know why I decided to create from scratch here. So I'm just going to go ahead and type out the name of my Instagram, and then I'm just going to adjust the wording and also the Instagram icon so that it's going to be neat and tidy. And for the website symbol, I'm going to go ahead and do the exact same things, but I'm just going to change the icon and type out my website names. And now that I'm done, I'm just going to go ahead and export my banner by clicking on the share button on the top right of your Canva menu. And that's it. That's how you create your Etsy banner. I hope that this tutorial is helpful for you. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day.